There was nothing in the barrel. That barrel would have looked great on my patio, filled with shrubs. It was Titipoco. I still hadn't forgiven him for knocking me out with his poisoned dart. These are Georges' shades, right? Has he been here?
Jaws!
Where is he now? What's that? It looks like the stone we bought from Paris, but it's different. Yes, it has a carving of an eagle. That clinches it. Georges must have found this stone in the Caribbean and managed to hide the stone when the village was attacked by Carzac's men. I hope to God that Georges was all right. Where's Georges? Georges has been here, right? He was pointing to the smoldering remains of a hut. He wouldn't have wanted it. It was a smashed lantern, probably the cause of this destruction. I didn't need the lantern since it was still daylight. Besides, it was broken. It was a very hot and blackened stone. It was too hot to pick up. The water could have cooled the stone if I could figure out a way of getting it into the barrel. I just didn't have the strength to tip that barrel. Hey, Shorty, make yourself useful and help me with this barrel. Thanks. It was the coyote stone, the original stone that I found in Paris. The ground was covered with ashes. Ashes! The thought that they might be human chilled me to the bone. I had the coyote and jaguar stones. Titipoco had the eagle, according to the shaman. That's all we needed to deal with Tezcatlipoca. Pity he hadn't any ideas for dealing with Carzak. What is it? Where are you pointing? We arrived to find Georges being led up the stairs. We clearly didn't have much time.
Hey, señorita.
Too late. I had been seen. Bonjour, Capitaine.
Only Sergeant, pretty one. What are you doing here?
Senor Carzak said I could help.
Did he?
Something about on-the-job training.
I'll bet he did.
I managed to hold a smile for that pig. May I go up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well,
Oh, please, I'd be ever so grateful.
I tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you to go up.
If Pablo saw me, I'd be dead. No, it's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
I could think of no reason why I would want to pull a heavy torch from the ground. The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid. The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid. Titipoco, I have an important job for you. Take this rope to the top of this scaffolding and throw it over the top.
Oh,
I didn't want to push my luck by talking with the guards again. It looked like Karzak was using Quaramontean troops and local Indians as his guards. I really didn't want to talk to them. It looked like I really didn't. The motor spluttered into life. How did you hook up with a maniac like Karzak in the first place?
Karzak? Whoop whoop loco!
Yes, he scares me too. Would you like some chocolate, Titipoco? It's good vintage. You're smarter than you look. Titipoco, when I tell you, I want you to copy what I am doing.
Copy.
Okay? Copy. Georges! I realized those bastards were going to sacrifice Georges to Tezcatlipoca over my dead body. Thankfully, Georges was the only one to notice me.
Where are they? The eclipse is about to happen.
Patience. Your mother will be here soon and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
Yeah, Raoul.
The maniacs were going to sacrifice Georges!
Shut up, Stobart. Just shut up!
Calm down. He's no threat.
Hey, Raoul, why don't you do us both a favor and shoot Pablo?
You're very funny, Stobart. I haven't forgotten Marseille. When Karzak cuts your heart out, I'll be the one laughing.
I'll bet I'm not the only one due for the chop around here either. Hey, Raoul?
I'm warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped Georges wouldn't push him too far. General Raoul Graziento. I didn't fancy Raoul's chances once Karzak didn't need him anymore. I might have been able to talk the general around if Pablo hadn't been there. It was Pablo, Karzak's right-hand sadist. There were a few sealed crates and drums. None of them looked like they might be useful. Karzak's goons had left an ammunition belt lying around. Poco, do you still have that lighter gun you pulled on me so amusingly?
What's going on over there? Do you need help, my pretty?
Nothing's wrong. I dropped, a cigarette butt. Everything is under control. I'll have the fire out in a minute or two.
What's that? What's happening?
Trouble.
Give it up. The pyramid's surrounded.
I'll find out what the trouble is. Watch Stobart doesn't pull any tricks. If he does, shoot him in the head, not through the heart.
Why does it matter? He'll be dead either way.
His heart belongs to Tezcatlipoca.
That's not true. We just had dinner a couple of times.
Karzak and his pet vermin had got Georges tied to the sacrificial table. I had to come up with a plan or he was as good as dead. Drop the gun or I shoot!
Please, don't hurt me.
Don't worry yourself, my finger isn't loaded.
Nico, what are you doing here?
Firstly, I'm going to set Georges free, and then screw up Karzak's scheme.
No, I can't let you do that. Karzak has promised me power.
Raoul, wake up. The only thing Karzak has on offer is death. You may want to ask Oublié. Except you can't. Karzak murdered him.
You're lying. Oublié is in Europe.
Sure, he's in Europe. In London, on a mortuary slab with 2 bullet holes in him.
But Karzak promised. When he frees Tezcatlipoca, we'll all be granted great power.
Listen to her, Raoul. Karzak's insane.
I don't know. I need to think.
You've let your mother do your thinking for you up to now. You need to think for yourself. Your mother and Karzak think alike. There's only one expendable member of the clan left, and that's you.
Mother would never betray me.
Oh, I'm tired of trying to reason with you, Raoul. Titipoco. Watch this man, and if he makes a move, shoot him with your gun. Hold still, Georges. I don't want to sacrifice you by accident.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you.
They were going to cut your heart out. I think I can guess. We can save the happy reunions for later. We've got to move. Come on!
We're safe.
This is a dead end.
We're toast. I know, Titipoco. I'm not too happy here either.
He knows this is Tezcatlipoca's pyramid, the house of the enemy.
Well, we can't stay here like rats in a trap.
And we can't go out the way we came in. It would be suicide. I'll have a look round. Maybe there's another way out. In the meantime, take this. It's the Coyote Stone. It might bring you luck, I hope.
You managed to recover the stones from the village? Then we might have a chance after all. Incidentally, what would Titipoco have done if Graciento had moved?
Titipoco? Nothing. He's given up violence. This was a time for action, not talk. It was Titipoco. It was Georges, just rescued from certain death and not looking suitably grateful. Georges?
Yeah?
There was nothing I wanted to talk to Georges about just then. There was a large image on the wall of a man in ceremonial garb. More usefully, there were also a couple of levers. Oof! The lever was very difficult to move and appeared to do nothing anyway. Heave! Still no good. Georges?
Yeah?
Georges, I can only pull one lever at a time, and I think we need to pull both together.
Okay, I'm up for that.
Raoul, there's something suspicious. This sacrifice! Where is it?
Nico was here with Titipoco. They set him free. I couldn't stop them.
You idiot! I should have strangled you at birth. Titipoco's gone soft. He wouldn't have hurt you.
I know that.
The darkness of this sun is almost upon us, and we have no sacrifice to appease Tezcatlipoca. Have you any idea what your incompetence will cost us?
I think so. And I'm glad.
What?
The Mayans weren't fools. Tezcatlipoca should stay exactly where they put him.
Finally got some backbone from somewhere, huh? Shame it's so late in the day.
I'd rather die than see you and Karzak with that devil's power.
Fine, we're still a sacrifice short. See, the eclipse begins. Pablo, kill him! Tezcatlipoca can feed upon his yellow heart.
Nico was right all along, but it's still not too late. Come on then, Pablo. Let's see who sacrifices who.
What place is this? I was in some sort of strange room. Tiles and dials. The priests who designed this place must have known how to use them. I was going to have to figure it out for myself if I ever wanted to get out of here. It was the great stone head that had spat me out. It reminded me of an ex-boyfriend, on both counts. The chute I'd arrived on was too steep and slippery to get back up. The tile moved slightly. The room was dominated by an enormous device, decorated with the usual Mayan motifs. It held two great discs, each covered in glyphs. It was the Great Disc Machine. There were several tiles with glyphs on them. There was a statue of a monkey, some sort of religious significance. The monkey held a board containing more tiles with colored glyphs on them. The tile moved inwards and clicked home. The monkey held a board containing more tiles with colored glyphs on them. The tile didn't want to move. The tile The monkey held a board containing more tiles with colored glyphs on them. The monkey held a board containing more tiles with colored glyphs on them. Voilà! George once told me that there's an act to finding secret doors. I think I'm beginning to get the hang of it. It was the secret exit that I had revealed by solving the glyphs puzzle.
So I thought, this is it, you know? This is true love. Anyway, I have to leave for a few weeks, and when I come back, what do I find? Damn right. And with who? Labano, that creep.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Oh, heck. Looks like another dead-end titty poco. Any ideas? I was hoping for something a little more constructive. Never mind, I'll have a look around. There was nothing up there, but nothing. Empty corridors and empty rooms. There was nothing up there. There was a torch in a sconce by the doorway. There was something interesting lurking in the shadows, but I couldn't make out what it was. A really creepy statue. The figure held a skull and a bowl, probably for a heart to go in. Yuck! The only thing he could do with the statue was sit on it. And Titty Poco had beaten me to that. It was Titty Poco, a new friend and a good listener to boot. I had nothing else I wanted to ask the little guy. Look, I need to light this torch. Can you do something clever with a couple of sticks or flint and tinder or... Or a cheesy novelty cigarette lighter, as it turned out. There was a picture of somebody holding a torch and another guy with a lever. The lever was real. Well, there was nothing else to do around here, so I pulled the lever. Nothing's happened. Oh, I hate that. Don't you hate that? Did it, Poco? Oh my... Great. I had no idea where I was, no idea where the others had got to, and time was running out to stop Karzak. Still, I wasn't dead yet, so it wasn't all bad news. The torch didn't look like it was going to burn for much longer. There was an unused torch up on the wall. There was an unused torch up on the wall. There was a lever on the wall. A stone slab that must have weighed tons sealed the door. There was a huge doorway in the far wall. Charming. Lovely. Looks like my school gym teacher. The statue looked like it doubled as an incense burner. Lovely. Looks like... It was an enormous stone doorway. There was a stone lever to the right of the doorway. Another huge stone doorway. To the left of the door was a stone lever. Every time I think this place can't get any spookier, it does. How rapoosh. The carving reminded me of Lane for some reason. There was nothing I could do to the carving, even if I'd wanted to, which I didn't. Impressive architecture. There was a lever mounted on the wall. Another one of those stone levers. An impressively linteled doorway. Yes, finally! I'm out of here. Once more into the unknown. There was a lever camouflaged within the wall design. Cool. Onwards and downwards, Mr. Stobart. This was it. The pyramid's central chamber. Its dark heart. Once before in my life, I'd stood in front of a door and thought, this is it. If I go through there, I'm going to die. I'd been wrong then. I hoped I was wrong now. This was the door that led to the central chamber and the smoking mirror.
Pretty soon you'll find happiness is an inside job. If your name is Mary, if your name is Bob, it's up to you if you sing or sob. Remember, happiness is an inside job. You can have a house on top of the hill, bank accounts worth a couple of mil. But when you lose your spark and your spirit's deep, hang on to this little